The Neutral Zone, taking over your radio, Thursday nights at 8 p.m. here on NBC Sports Radio, AM 1060.
Welcome back to the Easy Sports Talk Show. Your host, Ed Smith, joined by my co-host, Mr. Robert Desmond, coming to you live today from Maduro's Fine Cigars and Tobacco. This segment is brought to you by Picoli's Natural Pet Food and Supplies, family owned and operated, over 30 brands of pet food and large selection of treats. Now stocking Farmina brand, straight from the motherland, Italy. For more information, call Picoli's at 602-923-1185 or visit PicolisPets.com. That's Piccolis Pets. I want to jump right into the segment. If you a follower of the show, you hear that music, you know it can only mean one thing. We have Coach Vince D'Alicio joining us on the Maduro's hotline. It's time to get our JUCO report in. How you doing, Coach?
Hey, good morning, Coach Smith. How are you, sir?
Doing good.
Great. You know, I wanted to first of all, I wanted to plug a good friend of mine. I take my boys every weekend to Pabst Dungeon here, a gentleman named John Canner. He's been a world champion powerlifter for years. We're inducting his son, former pro baseball player John Canner, into the Phoenix Union Sports Hall of Fame. So I just wanted to put a plug out there. Really great people.
Very
a lot
cool.
of high school kids come out here. So anyway, moving on. So we have Coach Mike Nesbitt. We're moving a little bit away from our traditional JUCO report, and there's a reason for doing that. So over in the West Valley, we've seen a lot of growth, a lot of commerce, a lot of good things coming with Ottawa University sports out there. And Coach Nesbitt, who grew up in New Mexico, he's been all around. He started as a head high school coach at the age of 25. He was the offensive coordinator at University of Houston for a little while, head coach at West Texas A&M, and he is now the head football coach for the Ottawa University Spirit. Coach Nesbitt. Coach, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Coach Nesbitt.
Yes, sir. I'm here.
Hey, good
There he
morning,
goes.
Coach. Coach Smith. I have to tell you, this guy is never for a loss of words. So when I hear some silence there, I get a little worried. So Coach Nesbitt is with us, and Coach Nesbitt, you were a punter in college, and now you're an offensive coordinator. You're a head football coach. You're a special teams coordinator. You kind of do a little bit of everything out there.
Yeah, I was really fortunate. I was fortunate when I first started coaching to get to coach a bunch of different sports and then a bunch of different positions, and I think that's always helped. I'm kind of been able to dabble in a little bit of everything on both sides of the ball, and so I've been real fortunate in my coaching career.
Now, Coach, tell us a little bit about the partnership that the school has developed with the City of Surprise.
Well, the university and the City Surprise, it's been a great working relationship from the start, and it never would have gotten kicked off the way it has with not only the city and the mayor and the city council and a few individuals, that have really pushed to get a university on campus, but just the people that live here in the community. It's a young and it's a growing city, and they want a college football program, and they're excited to have a college football program in their city and a team that they can rally for. And so not only monetarily has the city been a great backer for us, but just the support and helping us find offices and weight rooms, and Valley Vista High School helping us get in there and have a weight room to lift in, and things like that have just been fantastic. And then being able to help fund it and provide land and money and different things like that to start building things, it's been a great start for sure for the relationship.
Well, that you obviously are the ambassador for the university there, and you coach what is arguably the most high-profile sport in all of college athletics. So you guys practiced for a full season before you even played a snap. What was that like?
Well, it was a kind of a crazy, start to our career. We had to recruit 125 to 130 players to our campus, and tell them we were going to redshirt. They weren't going to play games. They weren't going to do anything but lift weights, practice, install an offense, a defense, and special teams. And so when you start looking at that, our assistant coaches did a great job of just recruiting and branding our program and getting our name out there. And that really got us started off in the right place. There was a guy by the name of Paul Free and Mike Hoover helped us find a place to practice. And turned us loose on a grass practice facility that we actually turned into our football facility. And then so in doing that, you could really sell the vision that we were a football program and we were starting the right way and headed in a good direction.
Hey, Coach Robert Desmond here. I wanted to go a little bigger picture. We got the election coming up on Tuesday, and there's a question about whether or not we're even going to have JUCO football in Phoenix. That's going to be something that's voted on, and wanted to get your kind of thoughts on the situation and how much JUCO football means, what the opportunities it presents for kids, and the successes that you've seen kids have, and maybe just some of your perspective on that.
Well, I was real fortunate. I coached junior college football for 2 seasons at Berlin Junior College there in Brenham, Texas, and we were fortunate enough one season to win the national championship. And I've been coming out to Arizona for 10 years recruiting the junior college. And I think where a lot of people, they look at what the cost is for football or intercollegiate athletics and all that, and they just look at the dollar amount, but what they don't really realize is the impact of taking something like that away from a population of 18 to 22-year-olds, what that's going to do to our community and what's going to happen. I mean, you're going to put a group of guys out there, and you got to look at it this way, and I tell people this all the time, right, wrong, or indifferent. A lot of college football players, especially young men, when they first enter college, they're going there to play football. And then about a year in to a year and a half, all of a sudden their mindset flips. And they want to get a college degree. They know they're not going to go on, they're not going to play in the NFL, or they're not going to play in the Pac-12, or wherever the situation might be. And they know they need a college degree at that point, somewhere after their freshman, halfway through their sophomore year. And we're going to take a population of guys that aren't getting into school, and we're not going to give them a plan on how to get a degree or give them guidance or put them around good role models of coaches and athletic directors and a good football foundation. And we're going to hurt our society. And I'm a big proponent of. I love junior college football. I'm on that side, and I think people need to get out. They need to vote, and they need to try to find a way to save it, because I think they're going to hurt a population of young people, and especially young men, that need guidance and support. And I'm hoping that the right people get elected, and we can keep it going in the right direction.
Well, in piggybacking off of what you said there, Coach, Pap Canner here just handed me a slip here, and I know we're not a political program, but in each district, the candidates that are running for the governing board of the Maricopa Community Colleges, you have Rock Arnett, Marie Sullivan, Stan Arterberry, and Tom Narini. Those are the candidates in each of the districts, as well as the at-large that are probably most football friendly or athletics friendly and doing what's right for the kids. So the election's on Tuesday. We want to make sure and do what's right for those for the programs. Now, last thing, Coach Nesbitt. So tonight is senior night, and it's interesting because you have 4 seniors in your program. That says a lot about what you've got and how stacked you are in coming years. So talk a little about those 4 kids.
Real quick, you have about 30 seconds, Coach.
Okay, well, no, they're a great group of guys, and you take 4 kids that had to entrust their final years of college football into a startup football program and a brand-new football program. And I told them yesterday I can't thank them enough because we needed to find the right seniors. And we picked the right 4 seniors to join our team, and I was really thankful that we had them in our program.
You know what? Let's do this. If both of you gentlemen can hold on through the break, maybe we'll take a couple minutes at the start of the next break, because I hate to rush these segments and just want to maybe Coach can elaborate more on his program. How's that sound to both of you?
Yeah, I'm good. I can stay on. I'm fine.
Okay. Hold on.
All right.
Crew will keep you on the line, and we'll wrap things up here in a second. So appreciate both of you listening to the Easy Sports Talk Show on NBC Sports Radio, 1060 AM, as well as KSLX HD Channel 200.7. Coming to you live today from Maduro's Fine Cigars and Tobacco down here in Chandler. Make sure you come out and support this great place. We're going to take this break, come back, finish up with coaches, and go on to some NFL from there. Hope you're having a great Saturday so far, folks. Hour 2 of the Easy Sports Talk Show. Appreciate you listening to us on this Saturday morning. Coming to you live today from Maduro's Fine Cigars and Tobacco in Chandler. And I wanted to jump right back in. I hate rushing. We get to the end of those segments. Wanted to let you talk a little bit more about senior night, because we all remember, as former athletes, I remember what senior night was for me, like when I was in high school, and special day for these guys. And as you mentioned, Coach, only 4 seniors coming out, so that says a lot about the program. So wrap up where you were finishing off, Coach Nesbitt.
Kenneth Steele is one of our local kids. that played out here at Tolleson High School and went off to go play someplace else out of high school. And we were lucky enough with the coaches at Mesa Junior College to get in touch with Kenneth. And so Kenneth will be one of those seniors that will be playing tonight that's had a great career for us. He's leading the country in sacks and tackles for losses. And so he's been a fantastic leader. He's got a lot of things going in the right direction for him. And then we picked up two guys from Snow College, Brandon Jones and Blake Miller. Brandon Jones plays tight end for us, and Blake Miller plays safety and nickel. And those guys have done a great job. And then one offensive lineman, Leobardo Perez, and came out of a junior college in California, Northern California Junior College, and came out here to play for us. And Leobardo is one of the originals. One of those guys that we all call the originals that showed up a year ago in August and was one of the group of 125 guys to come play for us. And, there's 30-some of those guys that have made it, since that point in time. And so I'm really thankful for those kids, and it's kind of a sad day and an emotional day when you get to play your last home game of your senior year and you're looking at a possible bowl game maybe on the 17th if we take care of business here the next couple weeks. And so, there's some things involved for those guys. Hopefully they can extend their games. But we all remember as athletes that final moment where you're starting to see maybe the end of your college career start, winding down, or your high school career. And we all know it comes to an end, but you're surprised when it actually gets there. I think they were shocked yesterday when they were coming off the field that those final Fridays are really nearing close.
Yeah. Well, Coach, we can't thank you enough for joining us, and want to have you come back on to recap the season and continue to, we want to do everything we can to support the program. And then for Coach D, why don't you tell everybody quickly about your Monday show, man? You got a good thing that you start putting together there.
I do. We have a lot of fun. Coach Nesbitt, we do the Mike Nesbitt Show Monday nights, and it's on the school's YouTube channel. It's broadcast. It's a live stream. James Poovey, my broadcast partner, and I, we do the games out at Ottawa. And tonight's game is at 7 p.m. It's senior night against Wayland Baptist. This guy, this Ottawa team has been on a tear. They've scored 70-plus points, averaged 500 yards in offense the last couple of games. And Coach is doing a great job out there. They're not paying the guy enough, believe me. I really like him. And when we do our pre-call, I told him an hour before, I said, now, Coach, we got to cut off the answers here because we only have so much time. And when you hear the music, we're done. So, when the music came on, I said, oh, shoot, we weren't done yet. So
but like I said, and I recognize that, and that's why I wanted to extend the extra time because I enjoyed talking to you, Coach, and it's great to talk to you, too, as well, Coach Nesbitt.
Yep.
Hey, thank you.
8 p.m. Monday nights on the Ottawa University's YouTube channel.
And you share it with me, and I'll share it with everybody else on Facebook and everything, Coach.
Hey,
Will do.
You.
Okay, both of you guys have a great weekend. Good luck tonight, Coach.
Hey, thank you. Take care.
Thanks, guys.
You got it.